Hello everyone, and welcome back to our series where we are the Unholy Horde here in Norland. And when we last left off, we were actually preparing ourselves to learn the alchemy lab here with Polima, and I think we're actually going to move everything over from Polima to Shipka because Shipka is handling her inspections pretty well anyways, and the more time that we can get Polima working on studying, the better, because then she'll finish that a lot faster. What was this? Okay, there we go. And so otherwise, Sediman is heading over to raid a village right now. I think it was Northwind, yes. And actually on the way we could divert over to Red Ridge here, and I think we're going to do that just to go ahead and get this one burned down just a little bit faster. Kalen is actually trying to offer us a peace treaty right now, which we're of course not going to do, but that is kind of funny that they really want to get some time to rebuild from all of the damage we've done to them. And otherwise, it looks like Larkspur might actually be another good option because actually getting a lot of wood is going to be good for us since we can continue to build more housing and things like that and just really ramp up the population. But otherwise, we did actually forget to add our next warriors for day 19 here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Okay, we managed to get the trader and only 4 medical salves, but definitely better than 0 medical salves. And we'll go ahead and sell all these weapons that we have acquired. And otherwise, let's just see if there is any new research that would be worth getting. Yeah, looks like not. So, otherwise, probably nothing else to really buy, so let's just go ahead and finish this trade. Nothing really else for us to sell either. So hopefully those 4 medical cells will tide us over until we can get the alchemy lab, but it is going very, very slowly at this point. We're going to just send Polima off to study knowledge now. Okay, now Shipka is actually wanting to murder Rockefer, so we're actually going to have them duel. And we're also going to go to the trader because we have a little bit of extra jobs right now, and that's because we have too many prisoners. So hopefully yes, hopefully we can just sell a few of these more expensive ones and an extra 300 gold for us. I'm actually wondering, let's take a look here. Maybe we'll just buy a little bit of rings. It's quite expensive, of course, but that will increase interest, so maybe Sediman and Polima will, be able to have an extra couple of kids in time before Polima goes through menopause, so we'll have to see how that goes. What's taking Shipka and Rockefer so long here? Did they give up? No. Not too sure, actually. Okay, well, I'll update you guys when it's all done. Okay, so they've started their duel, and it looks like Rockefer has already lost his hand. I don't know if he just lost that or if he already lost it. But either way, hopefully Shipka can win this and doesn't die. Oh no, she lost. Will she survive, though? Looks like she will survive. Hasn't died yet. But she does have an infected wound, so that's not going to be too good. Either way, at least she doesn't have that wanting to murder Rockefer modifier anymore. Okay, and I didn't want to make you guys watch these village defenses over and over again, since not really too much is happening, but we did get our 109 loot here, and we're going to go ahead and go for Northwind next, and we'll probably attack this camp of forest bandits after that, but we'll have to see exactly how we're doing. Okay, and it seems Kalen is actually going to try to attack our village, Thornfield here, so I'm actually going to take a look. They do have a bunch of other lords, so most likely we are not going to end up destroying their city by killing, say, their king here, but definitely is going to be quite interesting to see how we do against them. They only have 20 soldiers, so I don't think they're going to be anything too powerful. Okay, we managed to take care of Northwind pretty easily, got the 13 meat, and no losses, so let's take a look here. 60%, I think we're just going to go ahead and go home, and hopefully, well, right now Polima is only at 18% on the alchemy lab, so I don't really know if we can finish this in time to be able to send Shipka back out, so we may just have to send Sediman out on his own again. Unless we manage to get ourselves another commander, which it's not going to be Tanalia here because she is not very good at that. So we may just have to continue doing solo missions. Let's take a look, actually. Maybe we should just go for these other villages. Why can't we do this? Oh, because they're not, yeah, they're not bordered. I always forget about that. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing really else to actually go for as far as villages go, so I think we will just go ahead and go home and get ready for this village defense instead. So now we have the trader once again, and this time we have, it looks like 5 medical salves, which we are very happy about. And otherwise, we will just take a look here. Positive thoughts during trades between kings. We don't really need that. Yeah, nothing really exciting here. We could just buy a little bit more rings, I suppose, but we're already giving 232, and we don't really have anything to trade. I don't really want to throw a bunch of gold away right now. I would rather stack this up. If we can get to like 10,000 or something like that, then we can start to really buy things out from the trader. But we're just gonna hang on to it for now, for, you know, for a rainy day at some point. Okay, and at least so far, it doesn't look like our 2 herbalists are actually doing that well clearing out all these bushes. There are a lot of them. In fact, it may be good to place one up here, but I think for right now, we're just going to go ahead and upgrade the ones that we have, and we will upgrade both of them. And this will get them an extra worker and a little bit faster of a production speed, I think. I think that still applies for this. Production increases by 10%, yes. So that should help. It may even be good, like I said, to place one maybe like up here, but we would probably also want to place a house or something here so that they don't have to wander too far. But we'll go ahead and see how this works out with the 2 of them being upgraded. Okay, so once again, Rockefort hates Sediman very much, and he is also becoming an issue because he keeps buying daggers for all of his followers, and he has a fair amount of followers, so I think it's going to be time to kill him when Sediman gets back home, and that will probably, you know, have to just keep going. At least we occasionally get a priest that is okay with our king for a short amount of time. It seems like this strategy is going to work of just kind of killing them off when they become too troublesome. But otherwise, yeah, we'll just have to wait until Sediman gets home to take care of Rockefort. Okay, and Sediman has arrived back home, so we're going to go ahead and set up his duel with Rockefort here. Luckily, he has some injuries, but they're mostly cuts and minor bruises, so that's not too big of a deal. At least he doesn't have any inflamed wounds. However, I know some of our warriors do, and probably about to have gangrene come up, so that's going to pretty much kill them. There's probably some of them already with gangrene, I would imagine, but maybe not. Onset is in 20 minutes, okay. Maybe some of them will be able to get their medical salve in time, but most likely with that walk, they are going to end up dying, unfortunately. So we'll just have to deal with that. Okay, so their duel has begun, and Sediman shouldn't have too many issues. Nope, of course he didn't. But Rockefort did survive, which isn't exactly ideal, and it does not look like their relationship really improved either. So this could actually be pretty bad. Yeah, I do see that attack on our village as well. Let's just go ahead and wait until he follows Rockefort home and just see how that looks once he's in bed. Actually, you know what? There's no reason for Sediman to actually deal with that. Let's go ahead and just defend this village first. Yes. We'll send Sediman and send as many people as possible, even though some of these guys, maybe we should just let them stay, so that they can have the chance of getting medical salve. Yeah, that seems like an idea. Okay, I did not get any new axes yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Is it distribution or warehouse? There we go. Because we just had more axes than we really needed, so I had no need to actually spawn them before. Let's go ahead, create this again, and we'll just tick off the injuries. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like Rockefort still has a pretty poor opinion of Sediman, but it's not nearly as bad, so we might be able to get the trader again today. But either way, I think that's going to be it for this episode. So we're going to have to deal with that village defense in the next episode, and we are currently at 47% here on the Alchemy Lab. Plima is making good progress on it, so I think we should be able to get that done in the next episode. But, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.